Hello again, my friends. It is 2018. About a year ago, I made a video with a title something to the effect of 2017 Tech Goals and Channel Resolutions. Because it's the beginning of a new year, most people do tend to make these sort of resolutions. I am no stranger to that. I am no different from that. So I thought what I'd do, though, to make this a little different is I'm gonna go back and take a look at the video that I made last year and just see where I ended up. Because I know the grand majority of the resolutions I made, I may not have followed up. Got the video playing. Just saw something I completely forgot to mention. This is officially my 8-year anniversary on YouTube now. I started December 29th, 2009, if I remember correctly. But looking at the video from last year, my first goal, my primary goal for 2017, the ultimate nerdy goal was 4K. And as I said in the video, I realized that not everybody has a 4K monitor. Over the course of the year, I think it has become a little more commonplace, but the everyday average household probably still does not have that many 4K sets, although Black Friday this year, there were some ridiculous deals on 4K TVs. Either way, 2017 I did tend to stick to 1080p 60, it's just my comfort zone, but I am still thinking about moving to 4K. I am still sort of in the market for it. Actually, over the course of the year, I did make some camera changes. Kind of a funny story here. I tried out things like little action cameras. I tried out some new vlogging style cameras, even something like this ridiculous Sony setup, which does amazing quality video, but still has some problems with it that I'm gonna try to attempt to take care of in the next week. You'll see that soon. But the funny thing is, at the end of the year, I ended up coming back to the camera that I'm filming on right now, the Panasonic Lumix G7 with my 20mm Panasonic f1.7 lens, because it makes the background nice and blurry. The biggest problem that it has is its autofocus is not all that great, so I just turn it off. And the audio jack is not all that great, so I usually end up using the audio from an external source, like I am right now. Back to the resolutions. My second tech resolution was to continue using the MacBook Pro that I had just purchased. I wanted to learn Final Cut Pro over the course of the year because I still did not know it at that point, and I am very proud to say over the course of the year, I edited a lot of my videos on that 2016 MacBook Pro using Final Cut Pro 10, Final Cut Pro X, whatever you call it. I also purchased an iMac for myself, as you may have seen a few weeks ago, and I had one before that that my wife is now using. It has Final Cut on it, and it has made life so much easier having a very large screen that I can easily see the entirety of the video and not have to worry about it getting sluggish or slowing down, whatever I'm doing to it. And my render times, so good. It also makes dealing with multicam really easy. I'm really tempted to do a couple, just like 1 or 2 tutorials talking about Final Cut Pro. I know there's millions of them out there, but there are some things about it that I do that I think you guys might be interested in learning about, specifically things like syncing the audio in post and doing multicam production, possibly even taking advantage of the new 360 video feature, which I did over Christmas. So all in all, I've definitely shifted focus. I've gone through over the years through a bunch of different editing solutions, and Final Cut is where I've been the happiest. It's where I've had the most success, but to each their own. The other resolution I made was to look more into smart home automation, smart home tech, and if you haven't noticed, over the last few months I have done a lot of smart home technology stuff. In my office alone, I have 9 different Philips Hue lights. You can see some of them right here. There's some over in this area and some over in this direction, as well as the smart home connected things around them, like the Google Home and the Amazon Echo devices, so that I can do things like turn on Savannah Sunset in Office.
Okay.
And eventually it makes the change. You can see the lights just changed entirely. And I have those Echo devices throughout the house. I have Google Home devices throughout the house. So no matter which environment you prefer, it's available here in my home. I've also looked more into smart connected plugs and cameras and garage door openers. So in terms of the smart home tech, I've definitely upped my game this year, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more with it in 2018. Anyway, getting back to the point, let's look at more resolutions and stuff. The other thing, and I know it's somewhere here in the video, but I haven't gotten into it yet, was the idea of expanding outward from the traditional videos I used to do where it's, here's a product, let's take a look at it. It's a phone, it's a tablet, it's a battery, it's headphones. And I think over the course of the last year, I have definitely done that. Like I said, the smart home tech stuff, and additionally more modes of electric transportation, things like the electric skateboards I've got here behind me, electric scooters. We've looked at like home cooking tech stuff with my wife, which we have some more kind of things like that coming soon. And over the course of the next year, I definitely plan to look more into that. Maybe some electric bicycles, maybe some electric cars if I can work out doing videos on those with other people, because I don't own one yet. Hopefully over the course of the next year, I'll have the Tesla Model 3 coming my way, because I did pre-order that, and that should make for a series of fun videos. And skipping on ahead in the video that I'm watching, the other thing that I said I was going to do was to follow through more on the things that I say I'm going to do. That's the area where I feel like I really fell down in the last year. And I'm still really bad about this. I'll say I'm going to do something and then it doesn't happen. Like I'll say there's a video coming on smart home connected kitchen gadgets, like I said just a minute ago, and that video may never come. Although I do have one that's in the works, it's just like 3/4 of the way done. That should be done soon. But like last year, I said I was gonna make a video on my car. I bought a Ford Edge at the end of 2016, never made a video on it because some of the tech in it wasn't fully baked. Ford had some serious issues with their 2016-2017 Sync 3 setup. I could actually make a video on that. I still have not, so the likelihood is kind of low. But I would like to remedy that. I would like to get back to actually making the videos I say I'm going to make when I say I'm going to make them. I do still have an influx, a backlog of products that I have to go through and make videos about, and I'm working on that. And I have to say it, over the course of the last few months, I've had a bit of an issue, and I've had this problem many times before, but it's been worse than ever, of motivation, where I was here, I was making like 7 videos a week on this channel and several on my second channel, my daily vlog channel where I do stuff with my family. I was up here doing that, and then suddenly it just kind of dropped. So I dropped from 7 videos a week here to 5, and then to 3, and then there are some weeks now where I don't put out a video at all, and that stinks. So I would like to get back up to doing 3 videos a week. I think that's sustainable, it's doable, because I am still doing a full-time day job along with this, as well as taking care of 2 kids with my wife. So this is challenging, I can't say that enough. But either way, over the course of the next year, my goal for that is to attempt 3 videos a week, and I would like to work seriously on the B-roll that I do. Continue to do the talking head stuff like I'm doing here. The 2 camera setup that I've been using for years here is working really well, but it makes it really limited in terms of what I can show you because it's just overhead and straight ahead. So I've been looking at a lot of other people's channels, and what I've noticed is a lot of people are doing 3 cameras now, where they'll have 1 camera facing the presenter, 1 camera off to the side, sort of angled down at whatever product they're taking a look at, and then maybe 1 overhead or over the back shoulder or something. I'll think about that, I'll have to look into that. Using Final Cut will make it really painless to do that. I've just got to actually make it happen. I do have the equipment to make it happen, as you could see from earlier. But I think doing the B-roll, like so many of the other tech channels do, it's not really my thing usually, but it's something I would like to make my thing. Make the videos prettier, add more music to them, just make them more entertaining, more exciting. Anyway, to sort of wrap this up, because I've been rambling on for about 15 minutes now, just like last year, I'd like to take a look at the analytics to see how the channel has grown. So over the course of 2016, as I mentioned, there were 6.39 million views, almost 20 million minutes of watch time. That was awesome. But this year we had 8.24 million views with almost 25 million minutes of watch time. It's about a 20% increase, maybe a little bit more in terms of the views. Although the view duration, the average time that someone spends viewing one of my videos, went from about 3 minutes and 6 seconds down to 2 minutes 59. Not a gigantic difference. One way or the other, I would like to see that number go up, but we do what we can when we can. The subscriber count, 23,000 gained in 2016, 19,000, almost 20,000 in 2017. So it's a little bit of a dip, but it is sort of a steady line. And hopefully over the course of this year, hopefully we will finally reach that 100,000 subscriber milestone. There's no significance to it other than just it's a nice round number, and will hopefully end up getting me a little silver play button from YouTube that I can display on a wall somewhere behind me. And I do thank you guys so much for subscribing and for continuing to support the channel. Hopefully together we'll get there someday. I don't have numbers pulled up here in front of me, but last year the number of subscribed versus non-subscribed views was like 90 to 10. So 90% of the people that viewed videos on my channel were not actually subscribed to the channel. I think I said the first part in reverse. Either way, I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but I looked earlier and it's now changed to 95 to 5, meaning that 95% of the video views that I get are from people that aren't actually subscribed to the channel. So I need to work harder to make it obvious that I would like people to subscribe, but if they don't, they don't. It happens. And just taking a look at some of the videos, the top 10 videos for the year, it's definitely changed a little bit over the last year. I've only got a few of them here, but I'm seeing things like the Android TV boxes, home security cameras, laptops, Chromebooks, things like that, 4K action cameras, and those are things I'm going to continue to look at over the course of this year, as well as so many other things. So if you want to get your tech fix, if you want to see the things that I'm playing with, that I'm looking at here on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already. And if you like this video, if you like the stuff that I do on this channel, hit the thumbs up. I definitely do appreciate it, and every little bit helps. Leave me a comment with thoughts and suggestions. I know one of the things I was saying I was going to do last year in that video was that I planned to do weekly live Q&As, and I've started actually looking into that recently, before I came back and realized all the goals and resolutions things I needed to look at again. So that might be something that I do moving forward, but I'm not going to guarantee that. I'm not going to say I will do that or not. In last year's video, I didn't see a whole lot of people saying anything about doing live streaming, so I didn't jump on board. Maybe I should. My son has actually actually expressed an interest in doing live streamed gaming with me, like playing games with me on Twitch or on a YouTube channel or something. So if you'd like to see me playing video games with my son, maybe we can do that on here or maybe over on Twitch. I don't mind. But I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I've said entirely too much and I have no idea what all I've said, but 2017 was definitely an excellent year for my family, for myself, for the channel, for just everything in general related to my life. And I definitely appreciate you guys and your support in making that happen for us. So thank you guys as always for watching. Have a happy 2018. I'll see you again very soon.